Welcome back to QrepubliC. Today is August 17th, 2021, Tuesday. Our news highlights for today: Asia Pacific stocks mostly slip. China internet shares fall as regulatory fears resurface. Shares in Asia Pacific were mostly lower in Tuesday trade, with Chinese internet stocks in Hong Kong falling again as regulatory fears resurfaced. Those losses came after China's market regulator issued draft rules on Tuesday aimed at stopping unfair competition on the internet. In Australia, the S&P ASX slipped 1.04%, and investors continue to monitor the COVID situation in Australia, with the country's largest cities currently under lockdown. For US futures, Dow and S&P went up, but Nasdaq. And investors will look ahead to US retail sales data set to be released Tuesday stateside by the Census Bureau. For other international headlines, intelligence failure of the highest order, how Afghanistan fell to the Taliban so quickly. Chinese electric scooter company NIU shakes off pandemic slump and predicts a strong sale. Biden says Afghanistan war was a lost cause. Vows to continue aid and diplomacy. US expected to recommend COVID vaccine booster shots 8 months after second dose, sources say. Pfizer submits data to FDA for authorization of COVID vaccine booster shot for general population. And crypto market tops $2 trillion for the first time in nearly 3 months as Bitcoin rallies. In other news for our local market, bargain hunting lifts share prices past 6,500 mark. Local shares took off to a good start for the week yesterday as investors pick up bargains from the recent sell-down. The Philippines has been reeling under the pressure of rising new coronavirus cases and consequent movement restrictions hitting investor sentiment. The market's movements last week were mostly brought about by the PSEI and MSCI rebalancing activities. A relief rally to correct the one-sided flows the past trading days may be observed this week, but the rising COVID-19 cases in the country would likely keep stocks prices within their ranges for the meantime, according to Call Financial. And ACEN and Converge yesterday joined the 30-company PSEI replacing DMCI and Emperador after passing the criteria set by the Philippine Stock Exchange in its amended index management policies. For our local headlines, airlines are avoiding flights over Afghanistan as the local aviation authority on Monday urged them to reroute after it gave Kabul airspace to the military. RCBC first half profit up by 7%. Despite improved earnings, GTCAP not yet back to the pre-crisis shape. And CLI first half profit up by 66%. For our PSEI today, we close at 6,561.41. Excellent follow-up by our market today, giving another positive sign that the market may keep the 6,400 area strong support. And sa atin pong net foreign indicator, nabawasan po yung ating selling pressure from 1.86 billion kahapon. Ngayon is nasa 540 million na lang po yung ating selling for our net foreign indicator. So more than half po yung nabawas dito sa ating selling pressure. So a good indicator as well for our market. Going back to our chart, we are about to challenge the moving average 50 again, around 6,650. Diyan po tayo last na the decline, and hopefully this time maging successful, or the list is mag-consolidate muna and molding some good candlesticks para hindi naman siya biglaan. And granting na sinabayan po natin itong si PSEI, mirroring our health stocks which are listed sa PSEI, if your assessment with overall situation is actually negative, you may want to take some profit by tomorrow as we may experience a decline at 6,600 range. But if your assessment is still positive, especially if nakaposisyon naman tayo at 6,400 range sa ating key support, you may want to continue to observe and give more patience as we are targeting the next resistance at 6,700 range. As of the moment, 6,400 range pa rin po yung ating safe side in case man that we are looking for an entry point. So let's continue to monitor the market, be wiser than we are yesterday, and continue to invest for our future. For RCBC, we learned in the headlines kanina, and if we are going to check also their Q2 income dito sa ating chart, we will see good figures. However, sa ating technicals, we had just finished our good run, and currently we are consolidating with very low volume for more than a month now. If ever we wanted to buy some shares dito kay RCBC, with the current momentum na meron tayo, it could still go down sa ating key support at 18.75, so we can test the water on that range. Then you would need to observe if the momentum is going strong bago po tayo magdagdag ng shares. Otherwise, you would need to wait and then average down on the next key support at 16.40 range to be in the good position. For GTCAP, it has a good income currently, but it hasn't come back on its pre-pandemic shape. So let's dig deeper dito sa kanyang technicals. Let's check its chart on its monthly time frame. In here, we can see two trends. One is in the long-term downtrend and the other one is in the short-term uptrend. So currently, both of the trends ay scope po yung ginagalaw ni GTCAP. One of the good points that we can see is nasa may low area tayo. Then we are maintaining the 515 key support for more than 6 months now. However, the bad points is that we are on a very weak momentum and low volume din po tayo. So matamlay po yung ating tinatakbo. Having said that, balik lang po tayo dito sa ating daily time frame. Though nasa good area tayo kasi malapit tayo dito sa ating key support, tapos nandyan din naman yung ating lower border ng ating uptrend channel, sa tamlay ng ating momentum, meron pa tayong pwedeng makuwang better price than our closing price today. So at least 515 peso flat yung tinitingnan nating possible na maging low price niya. Moreover, pwede rin tayong mag-dip around 501 peso area. Pero in any case, good to buy naman na tong si GTCAP. Pagandahan na lang po ng pasok and more patience kasi mabagal yung kanyang galaw. For CLI, sa ating technicals, we are now re-challenging itong ating moving average 50. So we have a quite momentum na na-observe kasi pagtapos nating mag-dip below moving average 9, naka-recover tayo at nag-breakout natin muli si moving average 9, pati na rin po si moving average 120. Magkakatikit po kasi yan. However, low volume po tayo, so medyo alanganin yung possibility natin to break out the moving average 50. Kumbaga hindi pa natin siya ma-confirm or yung ating resistance dito sa may 3 peso range. So if ever, wag po muna tayong hahabol kasi nasa mataas na area tayo and mas ideal na mag-observe muna tayo. If ma-breakout, we can test buy, especially if bullish candlestick. Then along the way, pag strong na yung ating evaluation, halimbawa sunod-sunod na yung ating bullish candlestick or talaga na maintain na natin itong level na to, we can add some more shares. Pero if hindi natin siya ma-breakout, we have to wait sa ating key support at 2.76 para mapunta po tayo sa magandang posisyon. For AC Energy, nag-pullback tayo today. It's a sign of weakness. Pero if we are going to look on the other perspective, momentum is still good as we are still trading above moving average 9. And from our dip last Friday or August 13th, nag-gain tayo ng 8%. Considering na bumaba yung price natin kahapon, tinake na po ng ating mga traders yung remainder ng kanilang gain. So kumbaga parang nag-worry sila baka mawala pa yung gain nila. So possible na nag-take profit sila today. So yun yung isa sa mga reasons na nakikita natin sa pag-pullback today, yung profit taking from previous bounce. Pero overall, good to hold pa rin tayo dito kay ACEN. But since there is a weakness, kung gusto natin magdagdag ng shares, 8.80 area pa rin yung magandang i-aim para mas maganda yung ating maging position. Or otherwise, more on hold po tayo. For Converge, we are still consolidating at 27 peso range. Although mas bumaba pa yung ating volume today, meron tayong positive indicators na nakita na possible magkaroon tayo ng magandang galaw by tomorrow or maiwan natin itong ating consolidation. First, we created a higher low today, so indicating na meron tayong magandang momentum. Second, na-resolve natin yung pagiging indecision ng market kahapon as we answered today a bullish candlestick or pataas yung sagot ng ating market. Although kung ngayon ka palang papasok kay Converge, you may want to think twice kasi it may still go down tomorrow or by the next day. Kaya naman more on test buy lang tayo kung papasok pa lang tayo dito kay Converge. Para kung bumaba man is makapag-average down tayo dito sa ating key support at 25.15 area. And for the others, for our holders dito kay Converge, good to hold po tayo sa kanya. For JFC, we can say na na-regain natin yung ating momentum after natin ma-breakdown siya last Friday or after natin ma-breakdown itong ating moving average 200. Mostly sa mga nagbabantay po dito kay JFC, especially sa ating mga investors, most likely they already bought some shares sa 193 key support natin, which is fine kasi magandang area naman yan. So sa ngayon, more on observation muna tayo and waiting as we are still consolidating. Pero sa mga mag-i-invest pa lang or papasok pa lang dito kay JFC, now is the best time to get shares as we are still in the key support. And if by any chance, this 193 area won't work, we have to wait for the price to go down again at 171.95 area to buy kasi yan yung ating next key support. Dito rin naman po yan sa ating lower border sa sideways movement ni JFC. So yan yung next target natin sa pagbili ng next set of shares if ever man nag-invest tayo dito kay JFC. For Mega World, weak momentum and low volume pa rin po tayo. Hence, wala po tayong in-expect na support from the market and more likely, pababa ulit tayo at 2.70 area. Yan din naman po yung strong support na tinitingnan natin ngayon as Mega World is doing a sideways move. So kung bibili pa lang tayo ng shares sa kanya, be on the side muna and abang po tayo dito sa may 2.70 area to be on the better position. So dyan din po pwede mag-average down if by any chance. For Certec, we are still on a weak momentum and high selling pressure din tayo as of the moment due to our recent volume na more into selling. Long-term downtrend channel can still be observed and na-breakdown na po natin itong ating 4.50 area. Unfortunately, we are seeing tech to go down at 4 peso key support. So if ever, yan po yung pwede nating i-test if ever man papasok pa lang tayo or bibili pa lang tayo ng share sa kanya. So sa may mga average po na 5 pesos pataas, you may want to double check your trading plan as we are not seeing Certec to go up 5 peso area for quite some time due to the weak momentum and high selling volume. We may have a high price tomorrow or bullish candlestick pero possible bounce play lang siya kasi sunod-sunod nga po itong ating red volume or red candlestick, so possible talaga magkaroon tayo ng pagtaas pero possible bounce play siya, so ingat lang po tayo sa pagkuha ng shares kay Certec on its current range. For BSC, we are still in the downtrend channel and negative sa ating Q2 earnings. Unfortunately, we also broke down our short-term uptrend channel and we lost the momentum as we are now trading below moving average 9 and pati rin po itong ating moving average 9 is also pointing down. Having said that, if strategic po yung pagpasok natin dito kay BSC at nakakuha po tayo ng shares sa ating key support at 0.47, you may want to take profit by tomorrow. So roughly may 14% gain ka na po if ever. Kasi humina na yung ating momentum and continues yung low volume natin, na breakdown pa natin yung ating uptrend channel. So fear emotion may arise. So high chance na patuloy tayong mag-decline in the coming trading days. Sa mga papasok pa lang po kay BSC, iwas po muna tayo kasi possible pa tayong bumaba ulit at 0.47 area. For GMA, it seems na malakas po talaga yung ating resistance at 14.80 area, kaya nahihirapan tayong ma-breakout yan at nahihirapan tayong gumawa ulit ng panibagong record high. Malakas din po yung ating selling pressure on its current range based with our volume today. So unfortunately, we are seeing GMA to break down itong ating key support at 13.50 area. So medyo alanganin po kumuha ng shares on its current range. As of the moment, unless makapag-consolidate tayo with good volume and good candlesticks dito sa ating 13.50 area. So if ever, bibili pa lang tayo ng shares dito kay GMA, be on the side muna and aim sa ating next key support at 12.40 area should we see good indicators by that time.
And that's it for today. Kung nagustuhan niyo po itong video na ito, please don't forget to like it and share it as well para mapagbigay insights din po tayo sa iba. And also, kung meron po kayong additional information or thoughts dito sa review na to, comment nyo lang po yan para makatulong din po or makapagbigay information din po tayo sa iba. At sa inyo po na gustong magpa-review ng kanilang mga stocks, comment nyo lang din po yan para maisama po natin sa ating next session. And sa mga bago po nanonood ng video na ito, don't forget to subscribe para lagi po kayo maging updated sa mga bagong videos na nilalabas po natin. Maraming salamat po. I'll see you soon. QRepublic.